In this episode, we're exploring how to market your business on social media. Now, let's say you're already posting on social media. You're showing up consistently, but your business isn't growing the way that you think it should. Why is that? In this episode, we're going to break down what most people miss about social media and a smarter way to use it that actually drives results and it won't burn you out. Let's dive right in. There are a ton of social media experts out there telling you all the different things that you should do, all the different tools you should be using, what type of content you should be creating, and everyone's got a different opinion and it often conflicts with each other. So let's look at some myths that exist out there and we'll discuss what actually works. Myth number one, if I post consistently, I'm marketing my business. This is the biggest misunderstanding that business owners have, is they think just by posting on social media that you're marketing. Now, I define marketing as getting in front of people who've never heard of you before. So if you think about Facebook or Instagram or LinkedIn, anytime you post something, who sees it, right? So if you've got a certain number of friends and you do a post, only a fraction of those see the post unless that post does really, really well, and then it'll be recommended to the rest. But still, those are just your friends. Now, a post can go viral to where it is going to be seen by new people, but that's not really a good form of marketing because you don't get to control who your target audience is. And every person without fail that has had a video on YouTube or a post on social media go viral, in every case, it has generated 0 leads. So even if that is being put in front of people who've never heard of you before, it's not marketing if it doesn't generate leads. So what does posting consistently on social media do? Well, it's really good at nurturing. So people that already know you and are friends with you on that platform, or they're a subscriber to you, when you post content, this audience that knows you and trusts you, they consume that content. So it's a way of staying top of mind. It's continuing to educate them or let them know that you're still on the cutting edge. So nurturing is important, but you just don't want to confuse nurturing and marketing. Marketing is different. Myth number 2, I need to be on every platform to stay relevant. Yeah, there's a lot of people that teach this and there's a lot of people that teach the opposite. So people that teach this are people like Gary Vaynerchuk just say that you should spam the planet. Now that's my words. He doesn't say spam, but he says you need to be everywhere. What's interesting about his story is that's not how he started. He started on one platform, and when that one platform took off and was very successful, he then went to a second platform. And as those were both successful, he then branched out and went everywhere and decided to spam the planet. The reality that I've found is that each platform has a different formula. It has a different type of content, it has a different audience. So obviously, if you look at the differences between Facebook and LinkedIn, there's huge differences. The audience is different, the way that you deliver content or consume content is different. And if you compare that to YouTube, yeah, that's drastically different too. So my recommendation is to look at who is your target audience. What needs do they have as it relates to you, your services, your business? And so what type of content will help bridge that gap? What are they searching for online? And how could you provide them what they're searching for and lead them to you in the form of lead generation? So typically, that's not going to be a photo on Instagram, or typically that's not going to be a YouTube short or a video on TikTok. Certain types of posts on LinkedIn might work for you for a B2B environment, and longer form videos on YouTube especially are going to work well because YouTube has a search engine. There is no other popular content platform that has a search engine, which is crazy. I wish LinkedIn, I wish Facebook had search engines by topic. You can search for people, but you can't search for a topic and find a whole bunch of articles or posts on that topic. But we use it all the time on YouTube. Anytime we want a tutorial about something, we do that search on YouTube. We also do that on Google. Google will show us written responses and Google shows us YouTube videos. Myth number 3, I just need to go viral and people will find me. Now, I talk about this one all the time, even with my clients that are convinced of my leaf strategy. They've been working with me for several months, let's say, and they see the results. They see their search traffic increasing. They see their lead generation happening. But then they say, wow, I've got this idea for a video. And I'm thinking of somebody that I just had a conversation with a couple days ago, one of my clients. He says, I've got this idea for a video. I know that it will perform well. Now, in his mind, he's wanting this video to go viral. And as I was talking to him about it, because he was saying, I've already filmed the video, I'm really excited for it, but I didn't really follow your strategy, and I'm wondering if you could help me come up with a title that will bring search traffic to it. And I told him, it doesn't work that way. You can't take a video that you filmed and then do the keyword research. So I say, don't worry about the strategy for this one. If you want it to go viral, treat it as like a lead magnet video for your business, so that people that watch that one, you'll have a call to action that leads them to your website. And then all your other videos that bring in search traffic, you can have the call to action at the end of those videos link to your lead magnet video. So we like the idea there. We actually just used ChatGPT to come up with title ideas for that episode. When your goal is lead generation and you have a video that goes viral, it's pretty common for that to bring in the wrong audience and for it to kill your channel. So imagine this, you're curating and pulling in the audience that are your dream clients, people that are really a good fit for your services. But a video goes viral that's more entertaining or funny, or for whatever reason, a different audience likes that video, and so they subscribe to your channel. Well, then you post your typical content that's on your subject matter of expertise, but these new subscribers, they don't like it. And so the algorithm is thinking, well, what's going on here? Whenever you post your regular content, your audience doesn't like it. So I think you should shift the type of content you create. If you're interested in knowing why viral videos might be hurting your business, then definitely watch that video. So returning to the topic of marketing versus nurturing, you need to really understand, okay, what platform am I using for nurturing and what platform am I using for marketing? And if you've got a list of different platforms, from email to podcast to YouTube to Facebook to Instagram to LinkedIn, you could keep listing them. Which platforms are you going to use and what is their purpose? Is it a nurture or is it a marketing platform? Now, if you want to generate ad revenue, then YouTube can be a great place to nurture. You build your subscribers and you're hoping that every video that you post will be watched by all of your subscribers. So the more and more subscribers you build, you're hoping that all your videos will get that amount of views or more. But when you're using YouTube for lead generation, you want to market with YouTube. You don't need people to watch every episode. They will watch several, and your raving fans will watch dozens of your videos, but that's not the end goal. YouTube is an entrance point. When you speak on stage and you generate leads that way, that's an entrance point, and you want to send them to your core, to your hub, to your website and your email list. But YouTube would be another entrance point. So if somebody searches, they find a video, you don't want to keep them there, or you don't want to say, hey, now that you're on YouTube, you should go check out my Facebook. You'd be sending them to another entrance point. But send them from this YouTube entrance point to your website. Get them to subscribe to your email list. Well, once you know what type of content you're going to create for results, and I'm going to focus on the marketing side. So let's say you're posting YouTube content because you can pull in new people who've never heard of you before on YouTube, and those YouTube videos will pull in people from Google and ChatGPT as well. So let's say you're creating YouTube content as marketing content. You want to be consistent over a long period of time, like 1 or 2 years. If you've ever heard about a 30-day challenge where people will post a video every single day for 30 days, then after that it stops. Yeah, don't do that. If you can post daily and stick with it for a year or two, then great. But that's probably not realistic, or it might not be realistic in the beginning. I'm finally to that point on this channel. When I launched this brand new channel earlier this year, I was just launching a couple episodes a week. I increased to 3 episodes a week. A few months in, I then increased to 5 episodes a week. And then this month, now I'm launching 7 episodes a week. But I'll share a secret. Counting the videos I'm filming today, which I'm filming 20 episodes today, I've got the next 2 months of episodes already filmed. I wanted to make sure that I had a good cushion so that if anything happens and I have to adjust my filming schedule, that I won't skip a beat, right? That I won't have to decrease the amount of content that I'm launching every week. So if just launching 1 episode per week is realistic for you, then definitely start there. Can I repurpose the same content on multiple platforms without appearing spammy? I wouldn't worry about spam. You don't have to worry about that part of it. You could certainly take your YouTube videos and repurpose them on Facebook or Instagram or LinkedIn. But let's say you followed the formula that I teach to get success on YouTube. So you create videos in a very specific way and you get results on YouTube. If you're to take those videos and just post them to LinkedIn, it's not going to work very well on LinkedIn, because LinkedIn's a totally different platform. You need to create a different type of content and a variety of content, and you interact with your audience differently. So just repurposing content and posting it really isn't going to do much for you. But if you can learn the formula of another platform, then absolutely you can repurpose it and package it in the way that that platform needs. So when you figured out what platforms are for nurturing and what platforms are for marketing, the next question is what content actually brings in leads. So that's where YouTube has become my #1 marketing engine. If you haven't watched one of my videos on the leaf strategy, that's your next step. I'll show you exactly how to create the right type of content that ranks at the top and brings in your ideal leads into your business. And once you post a video like this, it'll last for years and years. So years down the road, it'll still be generating leads. So I'll link to that video right here. It's called The Leaf Strategy, How to Rank #1 on YouTube. I'll see you there.